What's up, guys? My name's Anthony Suarez, and in this video we are going to be talking about Linux ransomware. So you might know ransomware from Windows. Windows usually gets these ransomware Trojan horses where they will encrypt your data for a ransom in either bitcoins or United States dollars, US dollars, and you have to pay that up, and then they'll unencrypt your data. Now, for this is on Linux website servers. It's infected websites using the Magento CMS and WordPress. They're using older versions of Magento CMS. This bug has been patched in CMS already, but it's happening in older versions where these web servers have not actually updated the version, and now they're getting infected with this ransomware. Now what's happening is these web servers are getting encrypted, and the virus wants them to pay out in bitcoins to unencrypt the server data. In a sense, it's encrypting it all, and over 2,000 websites have been infected with this virus, in a sense, for Linux. And this goes for any operating system. Many people believe that Linux is invulnerable to viruses, and Mac. That is not the case. The reason why Windows is plagued with viruses is because a lot of people use Windows, and as more and more people use Mac and Linux, more people will make viruses for it. It's a natural evolution. The more the user is using that service, the more people want to take the user's data and get the user to spend money they want you have to spend and be a victim, in a sense. Now, more like in the Mac stance, where Mac's main thing is we don't get viruses like a PC will or like Windows does. And that is true in only the case because a long time ago, and this is not really that true, Mac does get the occasional wave of viruses and then Apple patches it. Macs aren't impervious to viruses. It's because back in the day, a lot of people didn't have a Mac. People didn't have only a small group of people owned a Mac. So a person who's going to make a virus, why would I make a virus for a very small community where I can make a virus that's going to infect 10 million Windows users? That would be more effective than having this maybe 100,000 group of people get infected by my virus. It'd be more cost effective in my time to infect Windows. So that's why Windows is usually plagued. But now, as we're seeing Linux take over the server space, now I believe we're going to see a lot more Linux bugs and Linux server Trojan horses that could take over the Linux server if a bug isn't patched or a software is left unupdated. We could see that happen a lot more often. So the one fail about this Trojan horse, which usually doesn't happen on the Windows Trojan horses, is that they did not fail. It failed to generate the random private RSA key for encryption. So when the virus will try to encrypt the data, it encrypts it to an extent and not fully. So you can unencrypt it. With Bitdefender made their own unencryption tool for free, and Dr. Web, the people who discovered the actual Trojan horse, they also made a tool to unencrypt for their paying customers. So here's Bitdefender's Labs page, and they say that the Linux ransomware debut fails on predictable encryption keys. So they made a tool where you can unencrypt your data and they don't have to pay. I have a feeling this may be perfected in the future, and then we may actually see full-fledged Linux Trojan horses. We have had very big kernel bugs in the past where we had like Heartbleed, and those are very big security flaws. This is the real first time we're seeing a ransomware on Linux, something that's very, very common in the Windows space. So that's going to be it for this video. What do you think about this ransomware? Leave it in the comments below. Have you ever gotten infected with ransomware on your Windows PC? If so, also leave that in the comment section below, and I'll get back to you. As always, my name's Anthony Suarez. Please rate, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.